Alrighty, I'm with Jimmy Staffy. We're here at Big South Fork on Laurel Ridge Road, and we're going to find George Boyatt Cemetery. Pass a field on your left and look very closely immediately to your right, and you'll find the path leading up to it. Someone's done a good job. They got trees marked all the way. Roses attached to the tree as a marker, so that's a family. Folks have come in and did a good job in marking it. George was a veteran of the war. Rancy Boyatt's brother. Jordan was his daddy, so this will be, I've been to Jordan's grave, to Rancy's, of course, and no business, and now finally found George. This is all thankful to Jimmy Staffy. Jimmy came out the other day and exploring and found this and told me about it. You can get the GPS coordinates from the Big South Fork website as well. A single rock, which probably was another unknown grave, but down here is George Boyatt's grave. Might have noticed the coin on top of the grave. That is a way of recognizing one veteran to another. They lay the coins based on their rank. You can research it. Each coin represents a different type of recognition, rank, maybe even serve with the person. So when you see a coin on a veteran's grave, that's what it means. 1874, 1941. Thanks to Jimmy Staffy for helping us find it. Just a whole series of bluff lines below the grave. We're going to have to walk these out sometime. Alrighty, Jimmy Staffy and I are just out on a car ride, get out, check the scenery, and jump back in, checking stuff out. We're here at Truman Overlook. We've left the park and we went down to through Pickett, turned onto the Kentucky Cutoff Road, and just exploring, and stopped here at the Overlook. Again, one of those days, just mainly more of a truck ride and short stops to check the scenery out. Alrighty, we're at the bottom of Lizzie Smith Road from the Kentucky Overlook, and The only reason I stopped here is that back about a year ago, this property was on the internet for sale, 1,300 acres and a home for about 1.5 million. So a little bit out of my price range, but gonna stop and look at it anyway. I'm probably on somebody's camera, so I'm gonna quit. Well, yeah, I see the camera up there. Way up the top, you see that gap where the electrical lines coming down. That's where we were at just a few minutes ago. Now we're down at the valley, just exploring and checking things out. Beautiful, beautiful valley and field. Alrighty, we're driving around and Jimmy saw this. It's a marker settled in Kentucky, 1799. Benjamin Solomon Cecil, Priscilla Boydston, Samuel Cecil, Catherine Peavy House. Wow. So this is going way back. Old graves just beside the road. Sarah Atkins, 1822. Washington Young, 1851. Wow. I knew this valley was old, but my goodness. And looks like unmarked graves of a husband and wife. Very, very interesting. Again, this is Lizzie Borden Road off of Kentucky Cutoff Road, and we're just driving, exploring, and found a historical marker and grave. More remnants of the old cemetery here. Here. Very unique. Don't see anything else, but again, we're looking at graves going back into the early 1800s. Wow. Just happened to glance over. Maybe the individuals that are on that marker there. And again, go up 154, turn on the Kentucky Overlook. Go right down what they call the Lizzie Borden. The first few miles is kind of rough, but then the gravel road after that is very nice. Alrighty, we're at the entrance off 154 to the park. Daniel Boone, and Jimmy's showing me another cemetery. Dave Smith Family Cemetery. Never knew this was here. Driven by it many, many times. How neat is that? Something.
86.
1886.
Died 1886.
Wow.
What's the name on it?
Another Smith. These are so old it's having trouble being able to read them. Maybe a Virgil David Susie Smith, 1911 maybe. And a pair of sunglasses. David Smith, 1913. This grave's been changed out. Susan Smith, 1914, 1877. In memory of Hosea Terry, 1780, 1868, son of John Terry of Bodentort County, Virginia, an early Tennessee pioneer. This is truly amazing. I was telling Jimmy, we have explored an area that was settled in the late 1700s. Folks that came over, we think of Big South, some of these places more like mid 1800s and later, but there were folks in here migrated over from Virginia back in the late 1700s, just shortly after the Revolutionary War. This is truly amazing. Thanks for Jimmy for even knowing this place existed. Off Parker Mountain, this is the overlook on the left. I always have to stop here. Very, very scenic and very nice. Working our way back towards Big South Fork to Peters Mountain, where we started this morning.
Been a bear in here turning them rocks up, man.
Alrighty, remnants of an old home place right above the road, foundation stones. More foundation, and no doubt probably the people that lived here that might be buried in the cemetery. More signs of an old home place. Foundation stone everywhere. And an old barbed wire fence. And we're here at the grave. Oh man, that's an old
Is that not cool?
that is unbelievable. An old variation of a tent grave. Got the side pieces and then the top literally shaped like the top of a coffin.
Right.
Very interesting. And lots of graves.
Just hard to see them.
Unmarked stones here. I'll have to do some digging to see who might be buried here. That is, that's unbelievable. Okay, there's writing.
You want to hear the most interesting thing about this, Gary?
Man, this is sad. There's literally 30, 40 graves just on top of this hill that are lost forever. Very sad. We're going to head back and go back to the car. Hope you've enjoyed the trip. We have made a giant circle just driving, jumping out, and looking for old stuff. Jimmy's been a great guide and had a great time today. Thanks for watching.